you know, I kind of like FanTaSy's chances here. I feel like he played that second game very well.
Yeah, I actually like it a lot too. We did actually see Terminator play on this map up against Tasia in the Challenger match, and he did have a kind of a unique strategy for this map as well, with a 2-base timing, Phoenix Colossi all in.
Well, let's see if he wants to play it the same here. Whoever wins this will move on to the winners match here in Group A of the Neighbors Star League. The top right in red. Warlost player for Jin Air, it's Terminator. The bottom of the map in blue. For Dead Pixels, it's FanTaSy, the former SKT Terran player.
That is right. And I like these positions for FanTaSy as well, actually.
Yeah, really solid.
Great sort of flight path into the main base of Terminator when that time comes.
Yes.
TV capitalize on it, but we have seen Terminator go for Phoenix on this map, so we might want to try and sway FanTaSy from doing that once again, like in the last map. Going for those Phoenix into Colossi, and I wonder if we're going to see Terminator try for a third base. It is very hard, especially for Protoss on this map, to get that third base against Terran, because it is very exposed on this map. It is a lot farther away.
Yeah.
A lot harder than on Deadwing, that's for sure.
Oh, I think Blink is terrible on this map in PvT. There's just not a whole lot of area you can work with.
You only have one way in.
Yeah. So what I think is the better opening, if you want to do an aggressive opening as Terminator this time, is Oracles. And it is going to be a third CC first in a row.
Wow.
So he's sticking to his guns here. I think an Oracle opening, even a proxy Oracle opening, after scouting that would be great.
A much faster second gas from Terminator this time. Not going for an early Nexus.
And a very fast scout as well. I think he's expecting a third CC first here.
Proxy Stargate would not be a bad idea.
So, comes up here. Gonna see no Terran. And it's gonna immediately go to the bottom right. Well, actually, not even immediately. He's going all the way up there. So that's no mistake. Definitely planning on scouting and then hiding something here should he find there's nobody there.
What do you think it will be, Wolf?
Well, Dark Shrine is the most likely.
Considering it's this far away, I'd have to agree with you.
And, you know, this is the kind of opening that is very difficult to scout as a Terran player, especially if you don't do a Reaper opening, because if you don't, then you don't have the ability to check pylon counts. He hasn't even SCV scouted the right base. Is scouting the top left.
Wouldn't it be funny if he just went to the back of the base?
If he goes to the back, man, he's playing
just like for no
safe.
reason. He's just like accidentally misclicked back there. Looks like he isn't going to do it.
So this is how you normally scout, guys. This is what the pro would have normally done if he wasn't planning on doing this. So you just turn around the second you check that place for the base is going to be the corner of it. You just leave. You want to be the most efficient you can. Doesn't have enough money for Twilight Council just yet, but he's getting close. If he proxies Oracle here, that would be kind of nuts. I mean, I don't think it would. It's just not even a good idea.
It would be inefficient. It would be ineffective. It would be a horrible idea. So I don't think that's going to happen. It just wouldn't get there in time for nearly fast enough.
I mean, we don't ever see. Well, I don't say ever. We do sometimes see a proxy Twilight Council with Blink.
We're seeing nothing up there actually. We're seeing the Stargate in the main now. So that proxy pylon in the top left was for nothing, Wolf.
Well, for now, let's wait and see.
Perhaps he was thinking of something, but he changed his mind.
I'm trying to think of possible things he could do here.
I mean, he could add a Twilight afterwards or something.
Yeah. He could also, I mean...
Adding gateways. He's going to go for a 2-base.
Gates, yeah. I was going to say he could even add a second Stargate, I guess, but you know, he's going to need 4 gases for that. So, looks like we're going to see an Oracle opening, MC-esque. But just hiding the gates to make it a bit of a mystery in case a scan comes down.
It's going to be very, very aggressive. And there's that Oracle. Yeah, extra gateways.
You see a lot of sentries with this build. Stalkers to burst down the bunker if there's one at the front, and then sentries to come in, of course, force seal the SCVs out. It's only 3 gates so far.
Yeah,
he might add 2 more in the main if he wants to really commit. Because then if FanTaSy scouts 3 gates, he's like, oh, you're just powering up your gateways. He doesn't know that it's 5 gates, actually, instead of 3. We'll see how he wants to play this. So far, just 3, though.
Yeah, it's like just 3. I guess it is very early.
what he's going to do, what I think he's going to do is just run past the bunker, draw the Marines
Well, it's only
away.
2 Marines. I mean, he could just kill it as well. And I don't think FanTaSy's really thought about this at all.
Has no
he's got
turrets.
Marines in the main base and in the natural mineral patches. Moving them forwards now, moving them back. He can burst down this bunker before really any damage comes.
Yep. If he gets nasty, he can always run by 2. Okay, just going to start moving forward here. Time Warp goes down to prevent the Marines from getting inside, and he does burst it down. There's a Time Warp still actually on this army. Oracle even participating, fighting those Marauders, though.
I don't know about that. He loses the Oracle. But well, should still be enough to really push everything away.
And this bunker is, you know, very, very, I guess, optimistic, you could say, here to the right side. That's certainly not going to finish in time. Marauders are all gone, and Stalkers beat Marines in a straight-up fight. They have better range, and they're faster, and they're just going to hunt them down. Wants to kill that SCV, but no, just kills the Marines instead. Bunker will finish, and that one Marauder gets inside, but there's just too many Stalkers. Now we can avoid the bunker. There's no anti-air for the Mothership Core except those 2 Marines, which he does kill it with. So I spoke too soon, but this is too much damage. This is basically game-ending damage.
This is way too much damage. I mean, we do see Marauders be coming out of these barracks, but if they're on top of the barracks and nothing's going to stay alive.
Yeah, if production is camped, he just targets the Marauder as it comes out and wins the game. Even a pylon on the high ground now. Stim isn't going to finish. You can just target that down too. Kiting back against the SCVs.
He's not using the units in the bunker either. Like, I feel like he should really be using them right now. But
well,
I guess
the one is in the red, you know. I mean, it's lose-lose, right?
It's all lose at this point. There's nothing left. All the SCVs are gone. 38 SCVs have died. 41. And you know what? This is what happens when you use the same build 3 times in a row and it's the greediest build.
Terminated.
You get terminated by a cheese, man. Seriously.
Well done by Terminator. Really reading his opponent well. I love that build because the way it works out for him is he scouts early with the probes. He's going to see the CC first. If it's CC first, he can still do the build, and he knows it's a CC first. If he doesn't see it, he reasonably assume it's a CC first because there's no Reaper, and FanTaSy already CC firsted twice.
Yeah.
And then you can hide the Stargate there, or, you know, hide gateways there, whatever the case may be, depending on the map. And this map, best obviously to hide the gateways because, as you were saying, the Stargate's too far away if you hide it there.
Yeah, definitely.
But I like the map a lot, or the build for the map a lot, considering how FanTaSy played out this best-of series. It
was a great kind of reactive build order to deal with exactly what FanTaSy's doing, going for 3 CCs in a row. Like, it makes perfect sense.
Really, really well done.
Good for Terminator, man. He's into the winners match.
I wouldn't count FanTaSy out of this group yet, though. He played a good series. You know, the 3rd game that he lost, I feel like he got cheesed basically. The first game that he lost, he made some critical mistakes, but was often ahead. And had he just smoothed out some of the kinks in his play, I think he could have actually won that first game. So
yeah, I agree.
I like his chances still.
I mean, like, has he shown everything he has to offer today? Like, what if he has to play against Super in the losers? Like, Super can just be like, oh, he went 3 CC first in a row. Like, I can deal with this.
Yeah, and almost seeing 3 CC first in a row makes me feel like he's, you know, also preparing really hard, maybe even practicing more builders for Zerg. And he's just focusing, okay, I'm feeling pretty comfortable with my TVP right now. I'm just going to do the same build every map. But I'm really concerned about playing against Leenock later, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.